Welcome back. Second day of the competition. Thank you again for participating. And thank you for all the time and effort you put into preparing and then presenting this competition. So I'm going to just take a minute or so to introduce your judges today. You're fortunate to have two senior judges with us today. And when we conclude that, I'll ask you to introduce yourselves very quickly. I'll then read the instructions and we'll begin after we do the instructions. My name is Bill Murin. I am a retired healthcare executive. I serve on 3 boards, 3 outside boards, and do some community service as well. And this is my 4th year as a senior judge in the competition. And now I'll introduce Megan to you. Megan?
Hi, thanks, Bill. Hi, everybody. So my name is Megan Weiss, and I'm a Senior Ethics Director at Raytheon Technologies out here in El Segundo, California. So I am the head of our ethics department for our intelligence and space business, which has about 37,000 employees worldwide. I spent my whole career at Raytheon. So I joined the company straight out of college and went into a contracts management role where I was negotiating contracts with the US government and international customers. And then I moved into the ethics office about 10 years ago and have kind of been here ever since. So really happy to be here with you all today and looking forward to your presentation.
Thanks, Megan. All right, today's presentations, there will be 2 presentations, a 10-minute presentation and then a 90-second presentation. We will do the 10-minute presentation first. When that's concluded, we'll take a short break, allow you to catch your breath, and then we'll begin the 90-second. And when that's concluded, we'll have an opportunity to give you some feedback. Let me read the instructions for the 10-minute presentation. I will read the instructions for the 90-second once we're at that point. You have been called back by the company you gave your full presentation to for a second visit. They've asked you to speak only about the ethical aspects of the problem and how to explain why your solution successfully handles the ethical issues. You will have 10 minutes. There will be no Q&A. You may not use slides or video. You probably don't want more than 2 or 3 members of your team to do this. So before we get started, could you just introduce yourselves and let us know who's going to be doing the 10-minute and then who will be doing the 90-second?
No problem. Thank you, Mr. Murin. My name is Amore Pescariu, and we are Kala Consulting, and I am actually the Chief Ethics Consultant here at Kala, and I'm going to pass it off to Carlos.
Hi, everybody. My name is Carlos Marrero, and I am the Financial Advisor.
Hi, everyone. My name is Andressa, and I am the Legal Analyst of Kala Consulting.
Hello, I'm Liana Stein, and I'm the Sustainable Analysis. So this is why I will be doing the 90-second presentation, and the rest of the group will be doing the 10-minute presentation.
Terrific. Thank you so much. All right. Whenever you're ready, I have my timer. When we get to about 2 minutes left, I will put my hand up like that to let you know we have 2 minutes. So are we all ready? Any questions before we get started? All right, you may begin.
Thank you, judges. I would like to start off with one of the most asked ethical questions in the corporate world. Should you wait until laws are passed to force you to become more sustainable, or should you consider why these are becoming laws and change proactively? Are you the kind of company that waits for orders, or do you take action and face impending change head on? We at Kala Consulting know what you as the company stand for, and we know that by building upon the changes you've already implemented, Shake Shack can become the leader in corporate sustainability. Knowing this, what can Shake Shack do to build upon what they've already done? Well, our proposal's philosophy can be summed up by a quote from the great Winston Churchill. To improve is to change. So to be perfect is to have changed often. By introducing incremental, pragmatic solutions that are real, quantifiable, and feasible, Shake Shack can create sustainability that lasts. The first of our proposals deals with increasing the sustainability of your stores through energy conservation programs. By earning energy certifications such as Energy Star or Zero Energy, our customers will see that we're not just performative in our actions. You are making real and certifiable changes. Not only is this the ethical and responsible decision to take, but it is also the fiscally sound decision to take. A majority of Shake Shack stores are in areas that offer sustainability incentives such as tax benefits, rebates, and utility bill savings, which would easily offset any cost of switching over to renewable energy. By committing to these programs and becoming net zero in the future, this will not only be good for the health of our balance sheet, but it would also be good for the health of our buildings, our workers, our customers, and our planet.
Shake Shack has a grand opportunity to create a shift in the food industry and subsequently in other industries by proving that ethics and business can go hand in hand. At Kala Consulting, we know that you don't stand for performative actions to deceive your customers and that you believe in true sustainability with results. You tackle issues at their roots. You strive to innovate. However, it's no secret that Shake Shack has had problems with sustainability in its supply chains for years. Shake Shack stands for something good, but we also know that you will stand for something better. Therefore, we want to propose some forward-thinking, yet realistic solutions to further address those issues. First, we suggest discussing with your beef suppliers the implementation of a red seaweed diet to their cattle. Studies have shown that simply adding 0.5% of red seaweed into their diet, approximately 1 pound a day, can reduce methane emissions by as much as 80%, while not introducing a significant increase in the feeding cost. A vast majority of consumers that have tried the seaweed-fed beef have indicated little to no changes in taste, showing that this change is not only massively beneficial to the environment, but is a change that is accepted and liked by your customers. Next, we recommend the introduction of a menu item which is quickly catching on in the industry: non-dairy milkshakes. The debut of such an item would not only continue the increasing consumer trend away from dairy milk products, but it would also consequently reduce greenhouse emissions as you supplement and diversify towards eco-friendly food supplies. Now, while these ideas will drastically contribute to a reduction of emissions, Shake Shack needs to continue innovating towards a more ethically sustainable future.
As Scala consultants, we aim high, but stay realistic. As a burger business, we won't simply take away all beef products, but we are doing our best to implement alternatives which will contribute to a more ethical and sustainable business and future for all. Shake Shack should pride themselves in being trendsetters and not trend followers. This is where we implement the cricket burger. Not only are they a great source of protein, given that 58 to 65% of the insect is protein, they also provide amazing health benefits such as the vitamin B12, almost 10 times as much content in the same weight as a salmon fillet, and twice as much iron comparative to spinach. They also produce less water, comparing of a need of 2,000 gallons of water to produce a single pound of beef. Only a single gallon of water is needed for the same pound of cricket protein. They also need less land. Insects can be farmed relatively low cost, not only economically or environmental costs. To support that data, studies show that farming insects use up to 90% less land per kilogram of protein, up to 80% less feed per kilogram of edible weight, produces up to 2,700 grams less greenhouse gas emissions per kilogram mass gain than conventional livestock. Though a plant-based diet is the most sustainable and healthy option, it isn't feasible or convenient for everyone. Crickets, on the other hand, suffer less than mammals, and the process of killing them is more humane. The main insect killing method is freezing. In this process, crickets go into their natural state of diapause, which is like hibernation, but more complete. The temperature is then decreased and crickets die painlessly, as they lack the neurological receptors that would traditionally, in mammals for example, signal the feeling of pain. Lastly, by investing in this futuristic solution, Shake Shack will not only prove itself as a futuristic, innovative, and sustainable company, but it will be exemplary in an ethical stance as it assists in the progression of one of the most promising solutions for tackling the issue of global malnutrition. We now know crickets are great in terms of health and sustainability, but regarding logistics, they're also number one. Cricket powder actually has a shelf life of 18 months, providing a much easier and convenient form of food transportation all over the world. So no, just because Shake Shack is a burger company, it does not mean you should abide to just that. We don't propose closing down the business because meat negatively affects the environment, and we don't propose completely restructuring the menu and becoming a plant-based restaurant either. Cala Consulting finds effective, realistic, and innovative solutions targeting not only currently facing issues, but also looking into the future and implementing change now to facilitate future complications. Shake Shack isn't just green in their logo. Shake Shack isn't just ethical to their employees. Shake Shack takes the ethical approach throughout the entire supply chain because it's simply who you are. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Everybody take a deep breath. Now's an opportunity for Megan and I to give you any feedback, suggestions, comments that we have. So I'll turn it over to Megan.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. I'll start by saying just such a great job overall. I mean, really, really impressed by all four of you. Bill and I have probably seen, I don't know, 9 presentations or more in the last couple of days, 10. You guys really stand out as a team and as a unit, in my opinion. So really great job. I'm going to give you guys each some things, I was trying to kind of capture because it could give you each some specific feedback. So Emery, you started, way to come out of the gate there, like really strong. I was like, oh, that was a really great way to start the presentation. One thing that I've been talking to several groups about, this is apparently going to be like my thing, is how you address your audience. And so you guys were so good about using the word you, because some groups have used the word they. And I'm like, don't talk about it like it's some third party. You are talking to the company, to the board. So really good. You slipped a little bit one time there. I think you said they, but you caught yourself and you pulled it in. So that was fine. I could see you were thinking about it. So really great job there. Love the Winston Churchill quote. I just thought really great job. Carlos, also you were using the word you, so I was really happy to see that. One thing that you said that really resonated, which is another thing I've talked to other groups about, is you talked about Shake Shack standing for something good, but it can be better. And I thought that was great because sometimes I felt like the presenters were kind of trashing the company a little bit too much. And I'm like, oh gosh, you're going to make everyone feel really defensive if you talk about like what a horrible company it is. But what a good, smooth political way to say like, oh, you're good, but there's opportunity, really, really nice. And speaking of the word opportunity, Carlos, you used that. And I think that that is such a good phrase when you think about business presentations. I always laugh when someone says, oh, this is a really great opportunity, because sometimes it's a way of like, it's not something we're super excited about. It's actually a problem. And we say, oh, it's a really great opportunity. But hey, you spun it in a really positive way. So I thought that was really great. And Andressa, just overall, I like that you brought in the realism factor. And that's another thing that I've talked to people about, is you acknowledge, hey, this isn't perfect. We're not asking for 100%. So it showed that you've thought about some of the reactions and you were addressing it up front. So I thought that was a really well thought out approach. And then Leanna, gosh, I would say my feedback for you, the thing that stood out is the combination of the personal and then supported by data. You did that seamlessly throughout the 90 seconds that you were talking, which is amazing. I'm always amazed how much you guys can fit into that 90 seconds. And you ended it on a really positive note of, we can do this. I'm inspired to be a part of the company. And again, that's what an executive wants to hear, right? Not just what a horrible company we are, but I'm inspired, and let's talk about what more we can do. So great job, everyone. And you should be really proud of yourselves.
Thanks, Megan. I echo, a lot of the comments that Megan was making. Congratulations. you were impressive. That was really well done. Your 10-minute presentation, it linked the ethics right in from the very beginning, starting. That's what the question was. That's what we were asking as board member to get information on it. You seamlessly went through all of the three of you to make that presentation. Just very impressive. I can't think of much else to say other than it's very impressive. And congratulations.